Welcome back, you beauties. We are celebrating our heritage in as many ways as we possibly can right now. And we're talking about the South Africa today. That's what we want to connect to. When you communicate with someone in their mother tongue, it is a sign of respect, first off, as well as a very good starting point for deeper connection.
Oh, 100%. And now in South Africa, we are lucky to have a rich tapestry of 12 different cultures and languages to explore. So what better way to celebrate Heritage Month than to learn how to greet your neighbor in their own language? Why have we not done this sooner?
Yeah, and this is colloquial. We are going with kind of the best first step. We are both learning here, so please excuse our pronunciation if we don't quite nail it. We are learning. If you want to correct us, please feel free to do that. If you want to give us great suggestions, we'd love to hear from you as well. So we're going to start with isiZulu, and our first stop is the Zulu Nation. We absolutely love this language and everything that comes with it. The power, the most widely spoken language in our country, believe it or not, in terms of geography, which is beautiful. Now, speaking to the hearts of nearly a quarter of the nation. This is our heart and soul here, I think. It's the most favored language in KZN, KwaZulu-Natal, obviously,
of course.
With the legendary King Shaka Zulu being an icon for the Zulu people. And in isiZulu, we say hello by saying, Sawubona.
Sawubona. I love that. Oh, okay, well, it doesn't stop there. Let's move over to the next one. We're talking about isiXhosa. Now, next up, isiXhosa, the most widely spoken language in the Eastern Cape and the second most spoken language in the country. And it's also the mother tongue of our late statesman, Tata Nelson Mandela. Here's a fun fact as well. It was also the language used for the epic superhero movie Black Panther. And that's thanks to South African actor John Kani, who is also isiXhosa. Now, to say hello, we say Molo. Nice and easy. Yeah, Molo.
We love it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I got given the Afrikaans one, but I'll take it, man. Obviously, Afrikaans evolved from Dutch and then arrived here in the 1600s. It now stands alone in its heritage and its language and nuance. It didn't stop there. It borrowed a pinch of English, some other European languages, and in Afrikaans we say, hello. 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 That's simple, that
Now, here's another one, and it's something that I think is so awesome, and this is something that I think should be encouraged in schools from such a young age. South African Sign Language, otherwise known as SASL, was recently put into law as South Africa's 12th official language. Yes, please. Now, it's a great step towards more inclusivity for our different abled brothers and sisters. So, how do we say hello in sign language, G? There's two options. Obviously, we can go hello or hello. Yeah, hope we got that right. Let's check it out on the board. I think it's already played. Oh, yeah, we nailed that one. Hello. And I think definitely have a smile on your face when you do that
definitely.
Too.
And we've been learning through our journey in sign language as well that your facial expression kind of provides the inflection as your language would in that sense. So learn the nuance. It'll take you so far. Then, of course, we have the oldie English, good old English. Well, not everyone's first language. I think it is the language that is most commonly used in our schools, obviously, at the moment, and certainly in businesses, able to connect across different lines. And I think it's the most globally connected language at the moment. Not the most spoken, but the most connected, I think. And, of course, how you say hello in English is hello.
Hello. Nice and easy. Look, doesn't stop there. We've got another one here, Sepedi, also known as Lesotho or Saleboa. Some folks consider Sepedi a cousin of Sesotho Salaboya. Now, Sepedi's got its roots planted firmly in the province of Limpopo and is one of South Africa's big talkers. Now, in Sepedi, we say it like this. I think it's Dumela, and that's to one person, but if it's to many people, then you say Dumaleng.
Dumaleng.
Yeah, Dumalang, 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 Dumalang. Yeah. I think I got that correct. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Let us know if you have any other crazy ways to maybe say hello that we don't even know about, I guess.
Completely.
I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, and especially if it speaks to your region, your area. We know everyone's got their own way of doing things. We are going to continue to explore our beautiful culture, and I think there's one way that connects all of us as well. Raga. It's my feel-good breakfast show. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining us as we just revel in our heritage. And we know Heritage Day is one day that gets, commercialized, but around that is an opportunity to learn so much about ourselves. And it starts with how we just connect and greet each other. Greet our fellow South African brothers and sisters, of course, in our 12 official languages. So we thought we'd continue on that journey. And again, I've got a disclaimer here. We are learning, So please, if you want to correct us, show us the better way, post videos about this on your own platform, do it. That's the whole point of this. We need to learn. So now we move on to Setswana.
Yeah, so we've gone into 6 official languages already, and we're on to number 7. We're talking about Setswana, the language of the Northwest Province, and our friends in Botswana. Now, Setswana is like a linguistic cousin in the Sotho-Tswana subfamily, hanging out with Sotho and Sepedi.
Brilliant.
I love that. Now, also, to do this, we can say the following. If it's for a singular, you say dumela, and if it's for many people, you say dumelang. All right, dumela or dumelang if it's a group of people.
Or dumelang. Yeah, I'm now beginning to understand why a lot of people just go through all 12 when you start, because the nuances are 100%. Quite different.
Yeah.
Now we move on to Sesotho.
Oh, nice.
So let's take a trip to the Free State, where Sesotho is in the spotlight. This language shines in the northwest border of Lesotho, a place where Sesotho and English rule the linguistic kingdom. Nice. And we also say dumela to one or dumelang.
Right, so a nice commonality over there. So learning that one almost ticks 3 boxes when it comes to addressing a language. But let's carry on. We're talking about Chitsonga or Chitsonga. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. This starts with an X, so it always confuses me in our country because sometimes you pronounce it with a chi or sometimes it's a click. With this one, apparently it's Chitsonga. So heading northwest, we've got Chitsonga, keeping us company along the South African-Mozambique border. And again, South Africa, please let me know if I'm getting this one correct. But it's like the unique gem in the Nguni Tsonga language subfamily. Now, to do this, I'm really not sure if I'm going to do this correctly, but I believe it is Avucheni or Avucheni. So it's really like that the X is pronounced without the K. It's like a ch. Right, so yeah, that's the one. I hope we're getting this right, Mzansi. That was a tricky one, but I'm loving the fact that we get to bring these languages to the forefront.
But in terms of protecting these gems, because they are so singular in their existence, I love this. Now we move on to a heavy hitter. Siswati is our next language adventure, another member of the Nguni family, and you'll find it mostly in Mpumalanga, just hanging out on the eastern border of the Kingdom of Eswatini, or formerly Swaziland. And this one, relatively simple, sounds familiar, Sawubona, or Sanibonani, to the collective, to men. So to all of you guys, Sanibonani.
Yeah, now we carry on, number 11, diving deep into this one. Now we're talking about Chivenda, and it's journeying into the land of Limpopo. And this is a special standalone language highlighted in the music scene thanks to the likes of Bakadzi. Yes, now in Chivenda, we say Nda for males, and or for females, we go So Nda and Very interesting stuff, very unique. This is something I don't hear too much of, and I'm hoping that changes.
I'm just hoping this is going to bring about an enjoyment of the study of language when we discover how much there is to explore. And then we're going to round it off with our 12th official language, isiNdebele. Now, isiNdebele, also known as Southern Ndebele, is our final stop in the Nguni languages gang, hanging out mostly in Mpumalanga and, of course, up north in Gauteng. And in isiNdebele, we say, Lotjani Salibonani. So it's Lotjani or Salibonani or
Salibonani. Oh, nice stuff.
Love that. So again, thank you so much for bearing with us as we go through this, because we are learning, and I think we all need to embrace this. So if you would like to give us some tips on getting that inflection just right, or maybe some colloquial terms that will land a lot better, like, how's it, as in a very South African greeting, I suggest you do it right now, but do it as you explore, I think, probably the best flavors in South Africa.
You're talking about a curry.
I'm talking about a curry. I'm talking about a curry.
Bring it on!